great matchup we have for you. Part of what makes this the best sport in the world, a rivalry game. A time where no matter what the record or the season outlook, a win in this one solves all problems and gets you those valuable bragging rights. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the LSU Tigers. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Collins with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Mississippi State about to boot it away as we start the festivities. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So LSU's offense will have the football first. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was.
Oh, he's got some space. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Grabbed in the middle, it's Green. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. The Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Working that left side now. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Going to the run, it's Durham. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Hoover. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! Quick strike through the air for the score.
I really like that drive for this offense. Putting last week behind them, putting a drive together, showing some explosiveness. This offense really put last week behind them. The poor performance last week, starting off with a bang here today.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Mississippi State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Pulls it in, it's Gibson. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Mississippi State right back to the line.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Bulldogs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. Gets the back moving. Touchdown, Mississippi State. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And I think he does a really good job here. Dropping back to pass, surveying the field, sees he's got some open space out wide, dump it to your playmaker, running back takes the football, he does the rest. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the field, making a play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Really short gain on that one, defense all over it.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on first down. With the catch, it's Anderson. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, not a touchdown, LSU. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
This offense is high octane, boy, and you just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Taylor wants to throw. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Mississippi State going up tempo.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Still running at the 40. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll go to the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
On a big 3rd down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
I know he's incomplete. I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
To throw, it's Hoover. Got him downfield. And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. So first down here as they go back to work. Leaves it with the running back. There he goes. Got enough for the first. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. That's caught. It's Anderson. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Running back searching for a hole. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. So now with first and goal, let's see what LSU does here. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. After a drive this long, a field goal would be a punch in the gut. It's third and goal. Let's it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Fit it in the window for the score.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely over.
Mississippi State right back to the line. They'll run it from the gun. Turning it on! And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. First down and 10.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
That's reeled in. It's Evans. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And here comes the offense on second down. They'll ride Davis here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Taylor wants to throw it. Might be looking to run. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. From the gun, running back gets the give. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage from no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. The play action fake. Shoots it to the left. Finds his man. It's Anderson. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And the Tigers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Tigers! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Taylor wants to throw. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at half.
Breaks into the open. And how about that run? A huge gain and the slide at the end. Mississippi State going up tempo. Looking to throw on 1st down. The short hands, it's Simmons. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. They'll run play action. And the rush will get to him at the 25. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Wants to go up top. Gets away. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And I'm not going to say that was a must score, but that was a must score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
And he makes the extra point. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Moving out of the pocket. They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, LSU.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to throw. It's Hoover. Going to throw it over the top of the D. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. The Tigers will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball...
Going to take a shot. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. He's looking to throw. He's got it on the move. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Pushes ahead. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And they take it in for 6 more points. 2-point conversion attempt is coming.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Grabbed behind the line is Durham. A pickup of 5 marks it at the 36-yard line.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon. You got to find him in the passing game.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's going to fire deep. Makes the grab at the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll move the tight end. Got it behind the line. It's Anderson.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Man, that linebacker is athletic. He can make tackles in space against very athletic dudes. That receiver's not an easy guy to bring down. That linebacker got him down quick.
Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Off play action on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Thomas. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage.
There he goes. Fighting off the defender.
I like this idea by the offense going very up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Slips through the line. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Special teams coming through, the 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
And they can't make the connection.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his 2nd PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. Out of the gun to give to the back. Got the first down and more. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold on.
So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Scanning the field, it's Hoover. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown LSU! And the beatdown has ensued.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So first down, we'll open up the final period. The give to the tailback. Makes it past the marker. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Solid run on the last play gives this offense another first down. Throws to the wideout. So it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. The throw. Finds his man. It's Perry.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Evans. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. Taylor wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Glover. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. And the Bulldogs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Looking to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Caught in the backfield. It's Perry. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. They go to the ground. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here.
And that is why they're called the Handstein people on onside kicks. Great job jumping on that ball.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. The handoff as they run the counter play here. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position.
Turning it on! And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to pass. It's Hoover. Buys a little extra time. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. It's third and goal and third and long. Grab behind the line. It's Durham. Thought they had something set up there, but he'll be stopped just short, and it'll be fourth down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
Off the play fake on first down. Throws to the wideout. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
The Bulldogs will hustle to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize, so you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Simmons. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Wants to throw again. He's going to run it. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Taylor wants to throw. Pulls it in. It's Evans. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play. 15 yards on that one, and a first down. To the air on first down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Back to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. A shot toward the end zone. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going with the counter play here. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. it's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was